We all heard how the devil hides things in music. Does he ever put things in movies? Well, I think the Poseidon Adventure is one movie where God kind of shows us the revelation. It's pretty interesting. This is a long time in the waiting for this video, and that's on my end, not yours. But let's sit back. I apologize for the length, but there's a lot of video clips in this. So sit back, relax. This is Poseidon.
Real freedom. Freedom to dump all the rules and all the trappings. And freedom to discover God in my own way.
The movie starts out with two preachers, but we don't know what denomination they are, but it doesn't matter anyway. It tells us that this movie is religious based, and that's kind of the angle we're going to look at it from. So let's dive in. Let's see what comes up next.
Heading to the southeast, barometer 1016 millibars. Smooth seas, clear skies. Good. Keep on slow ahead. Start taking on ballast. Aye, sir.
Okay, then the movie moves into the priests of Poseidon wearing their priestly garbs in their temple, thinking all is well with the world. But is it really?
Order full ahead, Captain.
I've already told you, Mr. Lanarkos, we don't have enough ballast yet to run it full ahead.
I suggest we talk privately.
Line up to start taking on ballast.
What's this? The plot thickens. Behind the high priest is a demon coming to take over and ordering the priest around. This can't be good either.
So that's the cat this ship is named after, huh?
That's right, Mrs. Rogo. The great god Poseidon. In Greek mythology, the god of the seas, also god of storms, tempests, earthquakes, and other miscellaneous natural disasters.
Here we have the high priest with the laity, and they're worshiping the idol Poseidon mounted on the wall for all to behold and bow down to. As you can see, the pagan festival is going along swiftly, and everybody's having a good time. Nobody's paying attention to anything. That's what Jesus said. He said, "No one will know the hour in which I come."
Oh, my God.
Hard left! Hard left, sir.
Close all watertight doors.
Jesus told us when the world ends that there'll be wars, famines, and floods and things like that, earthquakes. And yes, 1/3 of the ships at sea will be lost. I wonder if this is one of them. We got to watch on to see. Here it comes, the world that they knew, all that they were afraid of, all that they weren't watching for. The world's going to turn upside down. Here it is, death and destruction. 1/3 of the people eliminated. Only God can do that to the earth, and Irwin Allen could do that in a movie.
He's taking us up towards the engine room. Please, everyone, come this way.
Mr. Martin, we're staying right here.
Can't you see the logic?
Just like a good pagan priest tried to stay in control. The world's falling apart around him. He's hanging on for dear life, and he's assuring the people that all is well. Poseidon will save them. Can he save himself even? Let's see what's going to happen next. It's getting good.
What are you doing?
I want you to give this to our little grandson, huh?
Why? I'm going somewhere you're not going?
This is an interesting subplot to the story. Jack Albertson and Shelley Winters play a Jewish couple. And in this scene here, the Jewish couple are clinging to idols. That's what they're worried about. So many Jews in the past got tripped up on idols. Half the reason they were kicked out of the land was idol worship. And it's funny that they're the ones caring about idols in this movie.
You didn't tell me what you thought of my sermon this afternoon.
Well, you didn't ask me.
I'm asking you now.
You spoke only for the strong.
I'm asking you to be strong. Come with us.
This is the part that strikes me as kind of funny. You know, the preacher doesn't have strength. He should draw his strength from God. In an hour of crisis, that's when you draw on God's strength. But he sort of gives up, almost like he's not fully convinced himself. This is a little disheartening.
I can't leave these people. I know I can't save them, and I suspect we'll die.
This part of the clip is sadder. The minister admits he can't save these people. Why can't he save these people? He needs to save their souls. He needs to inspire them to keep their focus on God to the very end. And he's not doing that. And that's what most ministers in society do today. They're not keeping their people focused. More destruction as the angel pours out another bowl of wrath. But can they stay on the narrow path? Can they find the small, narrow door that Jesus talks about for salvation? Let's see what's going on next. Here we see one of the pagan servants dressed in his pagan garb, not following strongly to the teachings, and meets his end.
My God, there are other people still alive.
All right, you stay here. Help the others out. Let's see where they're going. Where are you going?
We're following the doctor.
Doctor! Doctor! You're going the wrong way. You're going toward the bow.
That's right, Reverend.
Wait. But you can't get out that end.
Why not?
Because we're settling by the bow. The bow's underwater. If you have to go anywhere, go back toward the stern. We'll get out through the engine room, all right?
The engine room's gone.
How do you know that?
The explosions, you must have felt them. The only way out is forward.
Did you check the engine room? Did you see it?
I don't have to. We're going forward.
Please, come with us, Reverend.
That was so perfect. That is exactly the way people are today. What you just saw. They follow the doctor blindly. The doctor can save them. Reinforced by his nurse. The doctor is a God. He can save you if you can just get to him in time. But that's not how it works. You call on God. You stay on the path. Do you think these people will make it following the doctor?
Now, Mr. Scott, how long can you hold your breath?
I don't know.
Do me a favor, please. Try it now. Mr. Rogo, time him.
Go ahead.
Mr. Scott, look at this. Look, I was the underwater swimming champ of New York 3 years running. I held my breath 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Let me do this, please.
Here it is again, a nice, kind Jewish woman, pulling out another idol close to her heart and drawing on its power to save them. But will it work?
I guess I'm not the champion of the Women's Swimming Association anymore.
Hold on, Mrs. Rosen. Just hold on.
Mr. Scott, enough is enough. Let me go. Please let me go. Give this to Manny. Tell him he has to give it to our grandson. For both of us.
The last thing she said to me was, give this to Manny to give to our grandson. From both of us. Your place is with the living.
Nope, it didn't save her. It didn't change her. You look, as she's dying, is she repenting? Is she calling on God? No, she's still hanging on to the idol, trying to get the minister. She's trying to leaven the minister. She saw my video on leaven. She's trying to leaven the minister to pass on the idol to her husband to give it to the next generation.
You see that red valve up there? Well, right beneath it is the entry to the propeller shaft area. And that's the propeller shaft, that silver thing. And this catwalk is the way we get up there. Now follow me.
Ah, there it is, the small door that Jesus promised them. If they can just stay the course, narrow road, stay the course, and they'll make it. Can they do it? The suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last.
That's just one more door and we're home!
There it is, Mr. Rogo! Just like I told you!
Come on!
This bastard was right.
She was an unrepentant prostitute. What do you think's going to happen? She needed to repent. She didn't do it. Had her chance, muffed it.
How much more blood? How many more lives? Barrel wasn't enough. Acres wasn't. Now this girl. You want another life? Then take me.
Okay, this was the big lesson. Wow, you got to stay the course to the very end. Jesus tells us that even if you have a life full of good works, you can still lose it if you step off the path, if you do evil or bad. And they told us there's one sin that will never be forgiven, and that's blaspheming the Holy Ghost. And that's exactly what this preacher did. And just like Jesus said in Revelation, into the lake of fire. And that's where he went, into the lake of fire. On a side note, the boilers have been exploding. Why don't you just wait 5 minutes and see if the steam stops? But hey, that's logical thinking.
Is that all? Did you save anybody else? Anyone from the bow?
No.
Ah, the light climbing out through the small door. Nobody else was saved. Very many are called, very few are chosen. That's the way Revelation ends. So we have to be on the course. Thanks for sticking with me on this video. I know I ran longer than my normals. I try to keep it under 10 minutes or about 10 minutes, but thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.